Hey Sandy, how are you? I was on your live and I saw that you were having audio problems. Yeah, so I didn't come on a comment or nothing. I was just kind of waiting for a little bit to see whether, you would get things, and then I saw you came up again, but by the time I saw that you had ended the live. It was a quick one. So I said, I'll catch you next time. Did you find out what the problem was? Just, and first of all, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I'm doing good. Just kind of chilling. I got up a little early this morning so I can clean my family room's carpet. And since it's 105 where I am right now, I figured if I do it early, it'll be dry in no time. But I'm doing good. Just a little bit, just a little bit tired. But we persevere, don't we, Sandy? We do stuff and we have to continue. We persevere. Keep on pushing on. So I hope you're well. Yeah, I was just I couldn't come on either because I was doing something on my computer, so I was on my phone, and my browser won't support StreamYard. Although I know StreamYard has, I'm trying to get comfortable. StreamYard has it where you can put it on your cell phone, but I don't know if I want to, use my memory to put StreamYard. I don't know how much it takes, but I don't want to put StreamYard. Hey, Rule, thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. I just popped on just a little early because usually I say 4, but I popped on a little earlier. But I was just telling Sandy I was just just chilling right now. I had some topics that I was going to talk about. So instead of just putting the topics down, I thought maybe I'd just put an open discussion and kind of either lead to the topics or whatever else anybody want to talk about. So how have you been doing? I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. Thank you for coming in. Um, I just I have some regulars that come in, and you know what? I know as time goes on that my audience will build on my lives, but I kind of like right now. I'm liking it. Who knows what I'll feel like later? But right now, I'm liking you know, the smaller crowd. It's more intimate, and I know the larger crowd, will help my watch time hours. But I kind of like it where I can see everybody's comment and respond to people's comments, and you know like to me, under 10 is a nice little crowd. And not that I don't want to grow. It's just right now I'm just enjoying the intimacy, with everyone, just being able to handle the small group of people. And I'll probably, change later. Well, it's okay. I need a little bit more people in here, but right now, I'm gonna just let it happen organically. I got new glasses today at the dollar store that are the best, better than prescription. So happy, so happy mood here. Good, good. And you know what? The reading glasses you're talking about, yeah, I've gotten reading glasses at Walmart. dollar store, stores like that, and I don't see a problem with getting them. And I know you can get them at certain places, and they're much more money. And but the ones at the Dollar Tree or Walmart, which probably, I'm sure they're more, but not that much more. But yeah, they do just fine. In fact, I got a few pairs floating around here. Um, Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store or Walmart. Yeah, yeah. Because the glasses I have now, my prescription glasses, I don't have bifocals, so they're not really for reading. And a lot of times I have to take off my glasses to read something. I know that sounds weird, but you understand what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Yeah, I just I like going to the Dollar Tree. I get my little sandwich bags. I get some cleaning things. I haven't been there since the quarantine, but I would like going there. I would get a excuse me. Whew, I would get a lot of things there instead of getting it from the regular store. You know, with no problem. Um, like I said, my cleaning stuff around the holidays. I would get my paper stuff. My knives and food, spoons, forks, and all that, and paper plates. Yeah, I like Dollar Tree. So I'm looking forward to when things get better, where we can feel a little better about, you know, going out and about. I still don't feel comfortable. I go to Walmart to pick up things and I try to just practice what I'm supposed to practice, safe distancing and all that. And I try to hurry up and get in and, get some things. I don't have to go often and come on back home. So I'm not really feeling, comfortable yet. And I know it'll get there. I'm not fearful, but I'm not comfortable. Hey, General, how are you? I am doing good. Just a tired because I woke up this morning cleaning carpets before it got hot because General is 105. It's 105 where I'm at. So, yeah, I know. So I wanted to do that early and I figured, it would be dry in no time. But yeah, I got my air on now and I don't like to turn my air on, so I got the thermostat at 82. Um, and to me, that could be comfortable. That's comfortable. But more than that, nah, nah. I have to. It makes me sleepy. I get if I get too warm. So have you guys been seeing this going all up and through the YouTube streets? Everybody is talking about Will Smith and Jada and this August guy. It must be really one. Yes, yes, it is. Um, it's not humid though. Where I'm at is not humid, so I'm glad about that. Um, it's not as dry as like Arizona and Vegas heat, but it, 100 that's just too hot for me. It's too hot. But I was talking about just all this with data. And you know what? I listen to the content creators, but those comments, some things I enjoy the comments. They crack me. up. Um, I was on this. Have you heard of Willie D? I was on his in his channel because he did a live with that, and just reading all the comments or what have you, see what people got to think. August is a disgrace for speaking on this. Yeah, because it's like now he's he's hurt because it is affecting him, but you shouldn't have brought it up. People, he is saying that people are looking at him like he's a home wrecker, but you shouldn't have brought it up because I don't really look at red table, the red table talks, whatever it is on Facebook or whatever. But when I do see stuff regarding that, it's other people's pages, and it's what I don't know if you permit. She's come to my life, Uno Poco Loco. She had she had a tape, uh, I think it was less than 10 minutes, um, with the Red Table Talks, and so I watched that. But like you said, it's people are looking at him sideways. If he would have just shut his mouth and not spoke of it, could nobody judge him? Could nobody say anything to him? So some things are just not meant, you know, to put on Instagram and YouTube, Facebook, any of the social medias. I mean, it has to me, if you're gonna start talking serious, um, then you have to realize you're gonna get some feedback from that. And when and because he mentioned names, and a lot of people don't care for Jada and Will. A lot of people really like them. I don't have nothing against them. I'm just, I don't watch it because, and well, let me before I say that, what I am glad about, and I don't know if I should be surprised or not because they say everything in front of them, but I'm just glad they go to Willow wasn't sitting at that table. If you're gonna do something, yeah, you did it. If you're gonna mention this and kind of, tell people the way it really was, the only ones that were supposed to be at that table was Will and Jada, because August wasn't coming. Hey, Angie G, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And G says, true. Yeah, it's like you opened that can of worms. Now, I will say this. Um, I was watching it on Una Pocaloca's channel. She had a video. She didn't go live. She had a video of the when her and Will was at the red table, and I forget what she was saying, but Will said, "Yeah, I was sick of your behind." He didn't say behind. I was sick of you, and they both started laughing, and I'm thinking to myself because she was trying to say what happened. I almost expected her to say, which, to be funny with it, put a little humor in it. What had happened was, because Will was kind of like, okay, okay, what happened, Jada? What happened? And she starts going into, um, oh, they tried to help him, and he was sick when and I'm saying to myself, don't try to, don't try to justify it. Like how some people and it just one thing led to another, whatever. Stop that. Stop that. You and Will both said that, oh, I'm glad you can make it today too. Thank you for coming, Angie. Both you and Will, both Jada and Will said that they were separated. And that's when he kind of snuck in because he was sick of her. And they laughed. And so and sometimes when you joke with things, that's the truth. When you joke, you say it in a joking manner, because you don't really want to hurt the other one's feeling, which could be one reason. But when you joke like that, sometimes and married people, engaged people, couples, you get sick of each other. You get sick of each other. You love each other, and sometimes you get sick of each other. So that's not shameful, I don't think. I just think she was just trying to hee haw. I didn't watch it all. She just only just had a clip, a small clip, because I don't know whether they're 30 minutes long or hour long. Like I said, I don't watch Red Table Talk. Um, but to me, she was just trying to be so uh philosophical about everything, try to, it's like, no, no, okay. You are in a position where you and your husband wasn't getting along. You decided to part ways for a little while, or whatever while it was going to be, whether it was going to lead to divorce, because they did both say that the way they were feeling, they thought they were done. Okay, so you thought you were done. You meet this person, and the way she was trying to explain it, they were talking, and they just got closer and closer, and they had a relationship. What is the word she referred to it? I forget the word she referred to. Um, but let me think a little bit, and I'll get back to that. She referred to it. Oh, I hate to leave something hanging. I hate when I can't remember, but it was such a and she was trying to downplay. Let me just, I can't think of the word, but she was trying to, as she used, she was trying to downplay. And that's what it was, Angie. Entanglement. That's right, General. Entanglement. What the heck is an entanglement? Just you had a relationship, you had an affair, you had I would have liked situation better, but an entanglement. And one of the people commented, yeah, you got entangled in them sheets. Yeah, that's what I said, guys. I'll be liking the comments. People just come out with it. They just come out with it, and especially people, that they don't have a page, so they can't get any. They don't have a channel, so they're not afraid of no backlash or whatever. Somebody trolling, yeah. That is funny, General. An entanglement. I, I I don't think I've ever had an entanglement. All right. Right, empath. Hey, how you doing, girl? I didn't see you. I didn't see you. I see you. I see your. Let me do what I've been doing. Just go down, so I make sure I don't miss anything. I'll start with you. Oh, wait. Before I show that, let me show this. General says August need to put on his big boy pants and stop acting like the victim. I am not a Jada fan, but she is a whole married woman who had no intentions of leaving Will. Um, and you know what? They had joked about this, but then, like I said, you could joke about something, and that could be the truth. She had told Will on one of their previous talks because somebody had on her channel. Um, she kind of laughingly said, "Is because it's cheaper to keep her on wheel or something like that." And they laughed. I said, "Uh-huh, you guys trying to joke around, but that you never spoke more of the truth because I know Jada got money, but her money is not like Will Smith's money. And if they were to divorce, just think about all the things they would have to divide. So um, I just think that it is cheaper to keep her. But I think I don't think Jada would have left. Jada's not gonna leave Will for anybody, in my opinion. If she was to ever go, it I could see it be other reasons, but not for someone else. I don't believe that. She could just be like, I'm just sick of being married, whether people believe it's an open marriage, because I think I've heard her say refer to their marriage as that. And I can see other reasons, but I don't see her leaving Will for somebody else. I don't. Like you say, she a whole married woman. Now, mind you, I can see Will leaving Jada for somebody else because, I can see that. But again, I don't think he would want everything to be split. And they've been together for 20 something years, and he might figure, well, I do what I want anyway. Because they both had their shares of, you know, things. They both had their share of just making it, because pictures are out there with different people as far as with Will, places that, okay, it could be innocent if it was some, you know, say they were at a cafe outside and there was a lot of people and maybe two or more people was at their table and you don't know. But at the place where I saw one of the pictures, they were in like a vineyard setting and they were, it just looked a little, suspicious. It just looked a little suspicious. So they both kind of, gave people the idea that they have open marriage because of, you know, them being with other people. And like I said, I remember her saying something about an open marriage and the way she posted, when I heard it, the way she presented it, you know, uh, the mother kind of looked side eyed, at her. So it almost looked like she wanted to kind of take that back because Willow was at the table, which, like I said before, Willow don't need to be most times unless it's a particular subject that has to do with her age group and what she's going through and there's times where they could bring that Willow on there whatever, but a lot of times Willow don't need to be in them talks. Let's hope that young Latina side chick Will Smith is messing with does not decide to get pregnant. And that's the one that I was talking about, General, the one that was out there in the vineyard. Yep, yep, yep. You know which one I was talking about. That's the same lady. That's the same lady. Yep. Thank you, General. And my respect level for Jada is now low to none. Their story is all over social media. Uh-huh. All over I don't go into, Instagram a lot. And in fact, barely. And I got an account. I'm usually in YouTube, and I know it's all over the YouTube streets, Andy. If I had to have an open marriage, I don't need a husband. I need to thank you. That's too much work, in my opinion. And I don't want to work like that. I just don't. And I won't mention the fact that I don't even want one, let alone two, having to deal with. Um, because I don't care what nobody says. One of them parties in that open marriage, whether he got somebody, she got somebody, as y'all intertwined into, that's too much confusion. And somebody, and it may not even be the married couple, but somebody gonna be jealous. And like you said, General, you hope that his little side piece don't get pregnant. Yeah, I can see somebody trying to trap somebody. Hey, Dining with Zion, thank you so much for coming on. Hey, sissy, how you been doing? I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. Thank you for coming in the live. I appreciate it. Yeah, but I'm with you, and just like just stay single if you want to taste out the goods, or because the grass is not greener. So if you feel like it is, you go over there. Just stay single. And you know, you don't have to. It's just that's just too much. And with diseases going around, ain't nobody got time for that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. But yes, it's like everywhere I turn around, I'm seeing Jada and Will and August, and you know, and she trying to, because and then August is saying he got the permission from Will to be with Jada, and Will is saying he didn't give nobody no permission to be with his wife. And even if they did have an open marriage, how you gonna give permission to a man to be with your wife? And I'll use the word, that's her vagina. And and I'm not saying that's the right thing that that you share with this person, but I'm just saying that's her choice. You can't no man go to, if I was married, a man gonna come to my husband and get his blessings about my vagina. No, thank you. Mm-mm, you can't do that. That don't even sound right. Whether you have an open marriage or not, that don't even sound right. Everybody speaking to each other. Let's see. General says sometimes such relationships get end up addressed. You know, I told you I watched that channel on television where things start and then one person get tied up to the other person, and then the other person decide they don't want to no more, and then the person starts stalking you because he ain't or she ain't finished with you. How dare you leave me? Oh, and then what do they say? If I can't have you, can't nobody else have you. Okay? And the way Will and Jada was talking about August, and I really don't like to put it out there, but I'm gonna try to put it out there gently. The way they were, like they were to me, it was like they were trying to help him, and I'm gathering because they didn't come right out and say, but I'm gathering. Are they trying to help him emotionally? Or how you trying to help him? So who's to say that you know he don't start thinking things and overreact? Guys, I tried to put it nice out there and react to it. Jada and Willow, yeah, they something else. They something else because see, she wanted to explain everything. And I don't know what August is looking for. Is he looking for an apology? Is he looking for an apology from uh, from Jada and Will? Is he looking for Jada to admit it? Um, because supposedly, August was saying this was month. This was, I think he said they were together, living in the house together for about a year, or living in a house together for a year. So what do you want to accomplish? And see, so I don't believe it was an open relationship. What Jada did hurt Will. It looked like he was hurt. And then what did he say? Because he did say he wanted to separate because he, like I said, he laughed and said, "Because I was sick of you, Jada." He said it to her face. And like I said, marriages go through that. Sometimes you're sick of your husband, boyfriend, fiance, who it is, and sometimes you go through stages. You ain't in lovey land all the time. But I think sometimes, and let's just make it general, sometimes a lot of men can do what they want to do and feel fine, and you're supposed to be okay with it or whatever. But when their wife, fiance, girlfriend, or whatever, that's hard. That's a hard pill for a lot of men to take. They can dish it out a lot of times, but that hurts their ego. And I just see Will having an ego in that department. So I'm not sure. I thought I referred that, and maybe she was just kidding when Jada said that. I don't know. uh Whether she wanted to swallow that the words back, and because but I can't see her wanting to swallow it because Willow was there, because they didn't say some things, in front of their kids that give you the side eye, like and they've done things like, ain't no way in the world my daughter could take her male friends in her bedroom. Not in my house, they couldn't. I think it's a matter of time before they go their separate ways. Yeah, I think when Will decides, money ain't, I got enough that if she take this and that, and I'll get a good attorney, so she won't try to take it all. It's like I said, Jada got her own money. Jada's well off, but she don't have Will Smith money. So when Will get to the point where he figure, even if she take half of it, we everybody's good. But for right now, I think he's, like I said before, I think he in my opinion, right now it's cheaper to keep her. You might give that more thought, and you very very well, Diane. You got a point though. I remember Jada said in a Red Table show that she never wanted to marry Will. Just imagine. I remember hearing something to that effect, that she never wanted to marry him because her mom was sitting at the table, and if I'm not mistaken, Willow was at the table. Like I said, Willow, they bring her on too much, and then all the stuff she hearing, and Jada and Will just letting them raise themselves. No, I know what you meant, General. They sort of, to the to the point where people were had called CPS on them because of their parenting. Yeah, the nerve. I think I remember that. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Jada said she cried. Now, how would you feel if your husband, what to the ladies, you hear that? I don't care if it had been 20 years later. You hear that your husband didn't want to marry you. So why did you? Maybe she thought the way I thought long time ago that that's just what you're supposed to do. That's the next step. And they were young. They were young. And see, and that was gonna be my topic. One of my topics I wanted to talk about people getting too young, getting married too young. Now, I know of people that met each other in high school and they still together 40 years later, sometimes more. I know somebody personally, but you better know they had some deep problems, but they worked through it. But when you marry young, and I married young. When you marry young, and let me just throw this in before I say my point. I know some men that married young. I mean, while they were teenagers, and they're only together now because of the wife. You know, but don't think they didn't have their little indiscretions along the way. Oh, plenty. And I got somebody in mind. I'm not calling name because they feel like they missed out on life, and that's why I would advise young people to wait. You know, get your own little apartment. Have your career, do a little traveling, get some of this stuff out of your system, so you don't feel like you're missing something. And maybe they both, you know, maybe they don't both feel like they got married too young and they wasn't finished doing what they need to do. So now, you know, they trying to act that out. But I don't know. I don't know about Jada and Will because at the end of that clip that Una had on her channel, they said something about, and they were in agreement. They were gonna. Let me paraphrase because I don't remember what it said. Um, they were good, bad marriage and all, something like that. And then they bumped knuckle, do the knuckle thing. Like they both in agreement. They're gonna stick it through. It's me and you, baby, even though this is a bad marriage. And then they laughed. I'm just, like I said, sometimes people say things and they laugh, but it'd be so true. Donnie was in, I remember Jada expressing her love for Tupac. I did too. I do. I remember that. And that's what a lot of comments on a couple of channels that I saw, they brought that up. And one people said that Smith, um, Will was a rebound. And then another girl commenter said, "Well, how you have a 24-year-old rebound?" So, like I said, comments be telling some. I mean, people be. You can go through the comments and you don't even have to hear the content created. You can know exactly what's going on with the comments, and and they don't spare any words. Journal system theory. Yeah, I remember that too. My thing is, she was already thinking about doing something prior to them separating. Gave her the excuse to do it. Yeah, she might have been Like I said, been married so long that him and her need these little side pieces to make it spicy. Who was that? Was that auntie that said, well, shouldn't have got married. Will doesn't appear to be in love with Jada, as Jada looks as though she's scared of being single. She did mention, General, she did mention on, was it this time or it was just recently I read it or either I heard it from, from a clip, her saying that at one point she would, she thinks she had a sex addiction. That how they always use that addiction word, you know. And she felt like her having sex kind of answer, like was the answer to things, that if she had sex, like everything was gonna be all right. And I think it's a fine line between having a sex addiction, or you just a horny toad. That's my opinion. It's a fine line between that. But she admitted it, She admitted it that she had a sex addiction. Jada and Will are a disaster waiting to happen. Oh yeah, it's happening. Like I said, my opinion is, with Will, it's cheaper to cheaper at this point. At this point. So the same woman that you talking about, General, I wonder, and I'm not hoping for anything. I'm just wondering if she did get pregnant. You think that would be the point where Will say, "Okay, my other kids are actually grown. I want to be there for my baby." Whatever happens, guys, I hope they figure it out. But we're talking about Will and Jada, but we can put that scenario, and it can be a life lesson for. I mean, we can look at Will and Jada and just it can be a life lesson in all this. And most of it, the life lesson is what not to do. You know what I'm saying? That could be the life lesson. Look at what they did, because see, everything you don't have to experience to learn a lesson. Oh, God forbid I learned a lesson in that. I don't want to experience any of that. Not nothing. So that could be, but just think about the younger generation growing up looking at all this. I hope they don't take, them as role models. I hope they don't. Pregnancy could be a deal breaker, like it was with Wendy Williams. Her husband was having that affair for many years, and everybody made jokes about it. Even Roseanne Barr made jokes about it. You know, Wendy was taking jabs at her, and Roseanne Barr came right back with it and took a jab at Wendy about her husband being unfaithful. But it wasn't until uh, Kevin's girlfriend, side piece, whatever you want to call it, got pregnant. And when that went out, and because I don't know, guys, I believe, and I don't know whether she said it or not. I think somebody said she did say it, but I believe that Wendy knew and said she knew that he had he had cheated because he had cheated once before with somebody else beside this lady that got pregnant. But see, that was the deal breaker. Who said that? General. That was the deal breaker, General. When the girlfriend got pregnant. Because I know before they had little Kevin, before they had little Kevin, she had had so many miscarriages, and I think she probably would have had more if it wasn't such a dangerous thing to do. Because how hard pregnancy, she probably did want another baby, probably did want another little girl, and then this other woman has a girl. That was a deal breaker. Yes, I remember when Wendy said Calvin had cheated. Yeah, she cheated before this last time, but that baby was the deal breaker. Will's girlfriend. And like I said, I'm not trying to put nothing out there, and wish all this on people. It's just, it's a possibility that all this was happening to to them and to just the average person. I don't want to experience that mess either. My God didn't mention anything about being in an entanglement. That word just tripped me out every time I see it. I heard him say, "Don't commit adultery." He sure did. He said it. He said it. So I so open marriage, ain't no such thing if you live by those standards. But don't seem like I don't want to sound judgmental, but it don't seem like they don't have no standards. Anything goes. I get a side piece, you get a side piece, and then all this is just out there for everybody to see, um, out there for their children to see. So if that group, if hey babe, how you doing? Hey, what's up? What's up? Trying to sound like Martin. What's up, Martin? I'm doing good. How are you? Tasha K said the breakdown of Wendy's marriage led to her checking into a mental institution. I believe that's true. When she checked her in, I heard not too long ago she checked in again and see and I don't think that was rehab they were talking about. I think it was that just uh my thing is that's a smart thing to get help. That's my opinion because some people don't do too well on circumstances like this. So to admit that you can't handle something, this is beyond me, I think that's a good idea to get help, good help, you know. So General is agreeing with Angie G and General speaking. Yeah, I think that's a smart thing to do because a lot of people that aren't getting the help, it goes into different stages when certain things happen. You go through a stage where you are sad and then you get mad and then you get depressed, different stages. And unfortunately, people harm themselves. If, so to me, reaching out and say, you know what, this is just too much for me to handle. And I'm not a big fan of Wendy Williams, although when she was going through that with Kevin, I felt sorry for her, guys. I did. I felt, and I laid off the, you know, I said, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not gonna beat her when she's down. It's like a sisterhood. Like, yeah, she be talking smack and everything, and she just be, sometimes she was mean spirited and just kind of say things. But then, and I didn't like that part of her. But then when she was going through that with Kevin, it's like, you know what? I feel for you, girl. And, I did. I had a lot of empathy, but, I had stopped watching her show a long time ago because I just felt she was mean spirited. Beloved. I did. I thought she was mean spirited. So, I don't, how you say I would wish that on the enemy. And I don't have no enemies in, I don't have no enemies in Wendy Williams. Surely don't even know that I exist. But when she was going through that, with Kevin, and then this woman is, and then she got he done bought her a house, basically with your money, beautiful home, not far from you, cars, businesses, failed businesses after businesses, financing with your money. I felt bad. I wouldn't want none of us women to go through that kind of nonsense. I don't, as much as she talks about people for her mouth, I told her to. I did, babe. I mean, I was hard on Wendy. I was hard on Wendy. It's like, she got her nerve, this, and this. I was hard on her. But when she went through that, I did. I did. I felt sorry for her. I really did. And some of the things is like, oh yeah, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. But after all is said and done, I did. I felt sorry for her. Tasha K went a step further, and just for laughs and giggles, she added that while Wendy was in the mental institution, she would stand in front of the mirror, whisper, "Wendy, how you doing?" I remember. I remember that. It's like Tasha K. She need a her own talk show. I don't think I'd watch it because she a mess. But I wouldn't deny her if it was in my power, I wouldn't deny her the opportunity because she can run her mouth too. But that's why she's so popular. Drama, drama, drama. You better than me when they are down. Don't pick them up, lead they kick them while they down, babe. Uh-uh. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Wendy is not a nice person. No, she's not. Like I said, she mean spirited. She mean spirited. And I had thought, the way I heard her talking about people and saying things, about certain women, you know, um, you just what she say? Some of the things I heard her say, like, nobody gonna marry you. You a hit it and quit it kind of woman. But she said those things about Rihanna, and and mind you, what would make me mad about this when she was talking about people as far as you a hit it and quit it kind of woman, and I'm thinking to myself, well, what is Kevin doing? You sitting up there talking about everybody else, but Kevin out there, Kevin out there too. So and my thinking was, you got room to talk. And that was just, oh, Wendy just irked me. She just irked me because she was just mean with it. And she said worse things about that than that. But I did. I felt sorry. How you doing? She can be funny. She can be funny. But when she messy, oh, she can be messy. Like I've watched her. I've watched Tasha K, and Tasha had me rolling. Like, no, she didn't say that, but it'd be funny. It's funny. She got a good sense of humor, and she's just quick. She's real quick with it. Real quick with it, with a comeback or a jab or whatever. She quick with it. But yeah, she has said some things that uh, Tasha had said some things, but I said, no, girl, I don't think that's true. And then it come by, and then one thing, oh, if I could just think of it, it wasn't true. And I think it was about Wendy and Kevin, like they ain't getting no divorce, they ain't no divorce, they didn't even do the papers. This and they come to find out that this that wasn't true. And then guys, Tasha would say, well, in other words, paraphrasing, she was kind of put, well, this is for entertainment purposes. I was like, oh, girl, you good, Tasha K, clean it up. But yeah, she had me rolling. She had me rolling. But a lot of things that people say that Tasha K don't know what she talking about. Oh, she be knowing. She be knowing. She be having the scoop. And that that's the part too that like, oh gosh, I never heard. And then things will come out and say, yeah, Tasha was right. She said it. So it's like I think she's right about a lot of things more than she is wrong. I'll just put it that way. But she has a good delivery. She has a good delivery. I like her delivery. Bay says, I remember Whitney Houston cussed her butt out, talking trash about her, about Whitney took off. I remember that. Whitney, oh my God. It's like Whitney did. Whitney let her have it. She let her have it. And you know who else, Bay, who let her have it? Judge Greg Mathis. And you guys can Google it. Oh my, and he was saying some stuff, and I was thinking, how you know that? And that was before, people suspect, and some people had no idea, no clue, but that was before it came out that, Wendy was using drugs. But Judge Mathis called it out, told her, that's why you be wiping your nose on, that cocaine, you be snorting and whatever. Oh, he read her. He read her, and it's like, and dispute she didn't dispute it, but she had like a little tagline that she was saying, which I can't remember. But he just, you know, and when he was saying that about her, I didn't feel sorry for her then because he just kind of put her in her place. And then when it all came out that she had that kind of problem, but yeah, ultimately I did kind of, lay off of Wendy. I feel sorry. American Bay, as the Americans would say, Whitney Houston checked Wendy live in the radio. Yeah. I think you could still kind of Google it and hear it again. But if you guys be Googling it live on the radio, yeah, if you guys Google that with Greg Mathis, it's like, oh my gosh, he read her. You're right about that, Bay says to General. Yeah, I remember Judge Mathis told her a new, sure did. Told her a new one and an old one too. He remodeled the old one. I tell you, it's like, ooh, Mathis. But you know what? That shouldn't surprise me, because if you guys watch his show, he could he throw, like kids say, he throw shade real good. Sometimes I wonder how people like Wendy sleep at night. Even Howard Stern went on Wendy. I did a video on that, and evidently only a few people gave me a thumbs down. I got mostly thumbs up and got a lot of views. And I had no idea. Was I was just kind of wanted to poke fun at Wendy and say, you done kind of met your match now, girl, with Howard Stern and Greg Mathis, Judge Mathis. It's like, okay, somebody then came out and both of them checked her, and I did, and evidently, but a lot Wendy get on a lot of people's nerves. He called her bug eye with her Mr. Illness. I remember that, and I said, "Oh, Stern is hidden below the belt," because that's what people that's what people were saying. What is wrong with Wendy? Even to now, people say she don't have no. Wait, excuse me, guys. Get your little tail back. Hold on, guys. Talk to my dog. Sorry, guys. I'm standing near the door because he wanted to go outside. It's 105 out there. He'll be coming in shortly. But anyway, guys, it was people to this day that said she didn't have no Graves' disease or whatever, and they're trying to figure out what's wrong with Wendy. She got kinkles now. I mean, all the stuff that people would say. And Howard Stern, when he said that, I did. I hollered. I did. It was to me. It's like, he had some good ones, and she tried to clap back, but he got her. He got her good. He got her good. Howard Stern spent an hour roasting Wendy. It was a while. he he checked and she wasn't done yet. He put and roasted her again. He was hard on Wendy. It's like I didn't feel sorry for her because I felt like girl deserve it. Go on, Howard, roast her some more. And I'm not that big a fan. I'm not a fan of Howard Stern either. But I didn't feel sorry for her, and I should have probably, but I didn't feel sorry for her then. In fact, I laughed through a lot of it. And like I said, he didn't spare no words. He just went for it. And it just surprised me, and it shouldn't have, that he would bring the illness into it. Because some people, depending on who it is, that could be off limits, the illness. But he didn't care. He didn't care. Grave disease is a real illness, though. But I think with a lot of people, he was trying to say that he didn't believe that she had that. That was my take on it. Yeah, I hear you, General. It is a real illness. A girl I used to work with, it has. When you know that diet is paramount with such illness, she should not be eating dairy, soy, gluten, and wheat. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But, I'm not surprised you do with your line of work. Yeah, I didn't know that. But she probably ate anything she wanted. She probably ate everything she wanted to eat. And even with me being diabetic, it's just certain things that I can have a small portion. You have to portion it. You have to portion it out, small portions, and then some things I just can't. I just can't. And so, but I gathered that he wasn't believing that's what she had, like calling it mystery illness, that he didn't believe it was grave. So he was kind of poking fun of her. But who knows? Who knows with Howard Stern? Guys, it is hot. And the air just clicked on because I got an 82, but oh, it just feels like all my energy. But stop complaining, Marilyn. Just think of how the homeless feel. They out there in that 105 degrees. And here I am able to turn on my air conditioning and I got the nerve to complain. Forgive me, Lord. I don't have no reason to complain. I am blessed, blessed, blessed. But guys, I was going to do a giveaway today. I'm gonna order it first instead of doing it and make you guys wait to receive it. I am getting from this point on. I'm going to try to get it from a black-owned business, um, and to support black-owned businesses. So this item that I think of that I really like, I'm going to order it first. It's for women, but if that a man happened to come in and it won't. Let me put it this way: it won't be someone that they just popped in. It's going to be people that have supported my channel and not just that day. I'm not going to advertise when. I'm just going to do it in a live. Um, and have some, I hope people have some place for it to be sent, like a P.O. box, because it's like, and I probably just should do a PayPal or Cash App. Let me think about it, guys, because oh, the average person don't have, unless they have a channel, and a lot of people with channel don't have PO boxes, but those that I know do have PO box because it's not good, and you guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, it is not, I'm an honest person, but I just want the other person to feel comfortable, and I would never give out anyone's telephone number, address, whatever, but people who do that probably have said the same thing. I want someone to be comfortable. So uh, when I do the giveaway, I'll make it where the person have the option of having the particular gift if they have a P. I think that's a good idea. Let me just finish it. The person will have the option of sending to their PO box or wherever, or Cash App or PayPal. If I can remember my PayPal password. But I'll wait. I'm going to get it anyway because the person that win might just have a PO box. Okay, dairy, soil, gluten, and wheat are triggers for grave disease symptoms. The bulging, I heard that the bulging of the eyes are one telling sign that someone has grave disease or thyroid eye disease. Huh? And I'm thinking back. An ex-sister-in-law of mine, she had the bulging eye, and she had thyroid. Yeah. Wow. Thank you for that, General. That's good information. That's good information. Oh, I missed this one when I was talking about small portions. Yeah. But you know what? It's like I am working towards being diabetic free, or that doesn't sound fun. Diabetes free, diabetic free. And so I'm going to start back because I start and then I stop. Start back with my exercise. I am not going out there walking. I might wait till I get cool and get out there and start walking. Maybe walk the dogs. So I have got to get on point. But General, thank you for all this information you always give me. You always give me, um, you can tell when I don't know about something. I don't know a lot about Graves' disease, but thanks for that information. Thank you, Bay, for coming in. Thank you, Paula K. Who else give you a shout out? Everybody's gonna get a shout out. Auntie G, thank you for coming in. And if I missed anybody, Dinah with Zion, uh, and Angie G. I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody. Oh, Empath was here. And when I say your last name, I don't want to tear up your first name. Empath was here, and Rule was here. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. I appreciate it. Um, let's see. I want to make sure I read the comments before I leave. I would cringe when looking at Wendy greedily eating during the cooking segment. Wouldn't she though? She would tear stuff up. She would eat everything. And like it was the last time she was gonna get some food. She's greedy. She is greedy. And then, she would wear the little heels, and you could tell she couldn't walk in them, and she would kind of glide on the heels until she did the smart thing and got her some tennis shoes. Like, no shame, girl, get out of them heels if you can't walk in them. Exercise is good, but don't overdo it in this hot sun. No, I'm gonna wait till no. I'm gonna wait till it cool off if I decide to make a walk. Take the dogs. Yes, Marilyn, exercise is very good. Yep, I'm gonna make sure because sitting home, um, not walking out and about like I used to, because I walk the dogs a lot, but I stopped. And then when I would go to the mall, I would just walk and walk. I could spend hours at the mall, and I would get my exercise. I appreciate your shout out, beautiful lady. Thank you so much. I am glad you come in. So yeah, I like to shout out people that take their time out to come visit me. And some of you guys, from another country like General, it's not, it's early. So I appreciate when you guys take your time. Yeah, get out of them heels. I know. Didn't you? It would crack me up when she would glide like she on skates in her heels and she would take short glides because her dogs was killing her. Her dogs were barking like we used to say back in the day. Her feet was hurting. Equal. That's what it equals. But anyway, guys, I am going to uh, get off right now and tend to my crazy dogs. Fix me something to eat because it's 5:11, and just try to do a little bit more work. And I might try to throw some exercise. Well, no, take that back. I have insomnia and that'll keep me up. I'll save that for the early morning. But anyway, TMI, TMI. I will talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day. I appreciate all you guys and thank you for coming in. Have a great weekend. Let me see. What you say, babe? We got you here in the Bronx already. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. Sasha, how are you? I was just ending the live, but I know you're in another country. So, uh, um, okay. Oh, you got it. Thank you for remembering because I won't be on tomorrow. Hey, but I will have my gospel. I will have my gospel music. It's set, it's scheduled to come on. So you can watch it at any time. You guys, every Sunday I showcase a gospel song. And so I want you guys, yeah, that was bad time, Sasha. That's okay. You can listen to the you can listen to the replay. Thank you. Thank you, Bay. Um UK. The UK. General Sasha aka Sexy Monkey, he's from the UK. Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't that be something you guys wasn't that far apart? But yeah, he has his channel and he knows a lot about the technical part of different programs. He makes different, what do you call it, Sasha? Sleeves for your CD. I mean, really good stuff. For not CD, DVD cover. Yeah, Manchester. I can't remember. Where you from, Sasha? Hold on, guys. My comments are slow. Yeah, he said he was given that name, General. I basically just bored people mind, I think. No, because when people ask you a question, you'll make a video and you do a tutorial like on thing. And when you do that, like when you make the tutorial on StreamYard, of course I'm on StreamYard now, so of course I'm going to watch it because I use this program. Please don't let me hold you up. You're about to end. No, I was getting ready to just read the messages and then I was going to leave. And, I just want to fix me something to eat and then, do some things while the air is on. Then when the air automatically cut off because it's 105, Sasha, when the air cut off, then I'll sit down and chill. But anyway, I see you guys. I'll be on Monday. Look out for my gospel showcase tomorrow. Um, California time. I uploaded for 8 o'clock in the morning. I scheduled so you know you can watch it at your leisure. So have a good weekend, everybody, and I will see you next time. Uh, that's true. I've done that for new different people. I know you have. I know you have. Oh, Sasha, happy birthday. I can't get the cursor over there fast enough, so I'll just read it off. Happy birthday tomorrow. Thank you for mentioning that. I won't sing because, I want you to enjoy your birthday. Okay, bye for now. Yes. Okay, I'll see you guys Monday. Everyone have a great weekend.